Good morning. I'm Rahel Solomon with your morning digital news brief for Friday, September 7th. A crash sends an SUV flying into a Camden home, narrowly missing 4 children. It happened last night on Spruce Street and Haddon Avenue. Police say 4 kids and their babysitter were inside of the home when the vehicle smashed into it. The driver was rushed to the hospital, but there is no word yet on her condition. Police say she struck at least 3 parked cars before plowing into that home. And classes will go on as scheduled today at Upper Darby High School. This follows the arrest of a 14-year-old for an alleged threat against the school. Eyewitness News obtained a copy of that threat. It reads, "On September 7, I will shoot up Upper Darby High School." That student is now charged with making a terroristic threat and harassment by communication. And the stage is set for Delaware voters in campaign 2018 in the U.S. Senate race. Democratic incumbent Tom Carper fended off a challenge from political newcomer and Air Force veteran Kerry Harris. Carper is seeking his 4th term. He will face Republican Rob Arlett. The Sussex County councilman defeated businessman Gene Truano. Arlett is the former Trump state campaign chairman. And now let's get a check on the forecast with meteorologist Katie Falinger. Hey, Katie.
Hey there, Rahel. You know, we've been tracking Florence. That is a buzzword, I think, as of late. And said there are potential, that's the key word, potential implications for the U.S. coastline. So I actually want to show you what some of the computer models are thinking on this one and how they handle this storm. I think the first thing to point out is that it's way out over the open waters of the Atlantic. There are days before we're going to have a really clear shot or a really clear focus on what this is going to do. And the models feel the same way. They all take this in somewhat of a different pattern here, where the storm could turn out way before it even comes close to Bermuda, let alone the east coastline, to an actual direct hit. So that's something that we're watching. In the meantime, back stateside, we actually have a much cooler day. It's actually seasonable, low 80s, but there will be some showers around, and it is still humid. You'll continue to notice that. Hey, at least it's not as sweltering when it came to the actual temperature. Meanwhile, we do eventually see these temperatures rebound, but it's a cool weekend, folks. At best, you're talking upper 60s on Sunday. We may not even hit 70 in most locations, but there will be rain to contend with as well. So if you weren't a fan of the heat, it's quite a trade-off. Rahel?
Sure is. Thank you, Katie. And remember, you can always get Katie's most up-to-date forecasts and the latest stories right here on CBSPhilly.com. That's the latest for the Morning Digital Brief. I'm Rahel Solomon. Good morning.